So dear students of grade 10, greetings of the day. As you know that we are doing the chapter 2 acid, bases and salts, and already we have done chapter 1 chemical reactions and equations of chemistry. Before your assessment we have completed that chapter also, and we have shown you some videos as well as I have also shown you some videography lessons. Sure. So this time we are going to do the experiments related to the chemical reactions and how we have to classify these reactions here. So this is an experiment which we are going to do now, that is to perform and observe the following reactions and classify them into. So these are the four types here: combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction and double displacement reaction. And this experiment is given in your lab manuals as well. That is the experiment number 3, chemical reactions. Because already we have discussed and we have done in the chemistry lab, I have done all the reactions related to the experiment number 1 and experiment number 2. So today I am going to show you the experiments related to this chemical reactions topic, in which we will do, the first one is their action of water on quicklime. Second is their action of heat on ferrous sulfate crystals. Third is their iron nails kept in copper sulfate solution. Here instead of iron nails I take the iron fillings powder. And fourth is reaction between sodium sulfate and barium chloride solution, that already we have done and you have also done in grade 9, and you have observed also that was related to the law of conservation of mass in grade 9. So out of these four reactions, because these four reactions I will show you side by side, and this reaction, that is iron nails kept in copper sulfate solution, the result of this reaction takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So first of all I am going to show you this reaction here. This is a chemistry lab in which I am doing the experiments here. This is a test tube and we have to take the iron nails kept in copper sulfate solution. I will take the test tube here. Instead of iron nails, I am going to take the iron fillings. So these are iron fillings which I will keep in copper sulfate solution about 15 to 20 minutes. This is copper sulfate solution. The color of copper sulfate solution is blue. So I will take copper sulfate solution in test tube with the help of dropper. I am going to take copper sulfate solution in the test tube. That is a blue colored solution, and this is related to your displacement reaction, because we have to classify these reactions also into different types, and we have to discuss the four types there: combination, decomposition, displacement and double displacement reaction. So this is the third one, displacement reaction, because the result will take about 15 to 20 minutes. So this is the copper sulfate solution I have taken here, and I am going to put iron fillings in the copper sulfate solution. So I put iron fillings in the copper sulfate solution, and now this iron fillings will react with the copper sulfate solution. The color of iron fillings is brown, that is a dark brown color, and after 15 minutes the color of this solution will change into pale green of iron sulfate solution. So this reaction I am going to show you now. This is the reaction in which I have taken the iron in the solid form. That is in the iron fillings there, that is in the solid form, dark brown color. It will react with copper sulfate solution, that is blue in color, in the aqueous form, because the solution has been prepared in water. So when this reaction will take place there, it will start taking place now, and after 15 minutes the result will be there, that iron sulfate will be formed along with copper, that will turn into light brown color, and iron sulfate solution will turn into pale green color. So we will see the result of this solution later on. I am going to keep this test tube in test tube holder, that is a test tube holder here, because we have to do all experiments one by one here. As it has to take some time, so I have started this reaction first of all. And the classification of this reaction is there because the metal is there that is more reactive than copper. Iron metal is more reactive than copper, so iron will displace the copper from copper sulfate solution and will form the iron sulfate. See, this iron will displace the copper from copper sulfate solution, and it will react the copper sulfate and it will form the iron sulfate, and copper will be there in the solution because iron is more reactive than copper. So that reaction in which the one metal or one element is more reactive than the other element in the solution form, this reaction is known as displacement reaction. So that is the third one type we have classified for this reaction. Now I am going to show you action of water on quicklime. Quicklime, the formula of quicklime is calcium oxide. Calcium oxide, we have studied in chapter 1 also that when calcium oxide reacts with water, this is water I have taken in the beaker. So when calcium oxide reacts with water, a brisk effervescence takes place and test tube becomes warm. So this is the test tube, and I am going to take calcium oxide and then I will put water, or I'll take the water first of all here, and you will see the brisk effervescence on dissolving the water in calcium oxide. I'm going to put the calcium oxide and you will see the brisk effervescence that the reaction will take place here. So this is the brisk effervescence that takes place here, and that is another type of the reaction that is known as the combination reaction as well as exothermic reaction. So this reaction that already we have done for the displacement reaction, and this, that is a calcium oxide mixed with water, and it will take place by the brisk effervescence. See the brisk effervescence of the reaction there, and test tube becomes slightly warm because this is exothermic reaction that takes place here. So this is another type of the reaction which we have seen here. Third reaction is there, action of heat on ferrous sulfate. So dear students, second experiment is there, action of heat on ferrous sulfate crystals. This is the color of ferrous sulfate crystals, that is pale green there, because we have written experiment here of ferrous sulfate, that is FeSO4, and the same color will be reflected here of ferrous sulfate. That is the ferrous sulfate crystals I have taken from here. I have put that ferrous sulfate crystals in the test tube, and I am holding with the test tube this holder here, and then we are going to heat it because we have to see the action of heat on ferrous sulfate crystals. This is a spirit lamp. See what would be the observation here of heating the ferrous sulfate crystals. That brown colored substance is formed there. So after heating, this is the result of ferrous sulfate crystal, that easily you can observe the brown colored substances here. So this is the reaction related to the action of heat, that ferrous sulfate, when we start heat it decomposes into ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases are releasing. So sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases are releasing here, and these gases are poisonous, so we should not inhale those gases, and we have to control our breath when these gases get released here. And the compound that is formed after the decomposition of ferrous sulfate is brown color, that is ferric oxide. So this is the effect of heat on ferrous sulfate, that the compound ferrous sulfate that decomposes into three products here. So this is related to the third type, that is a decomposition reaction. Earlier I have discussed with you displacement reaction, then I have discussed the combination reaction, then I have shown you the experiment of decomposition reaction, and this is the result of decomposition reaction. We are going to do the fourth experiment, reaction between sodium sulfate and barium chloride solution, that already we have done in the lab in grade 9. This is the solution which I am forming here, and see the already solution prepared is barium chloride solution, and this is the sodium sulfate solution which I am preparing with the help of a glass rod. I have put sodium sulfate in water and to make it in the solution form so that it will be mixed up. Now I will take the sodium sulfate solution and barium chloride solution in a separate test tube. So I am going to take, first of all, this is water here, because we have to wash the dropper every time when we have to take the solution, so that the variation should not be there in the result. So barium chloride solution I am going to take in the test tube. That is a transparent solution there, and after that I will add sodium sulfate solution. So first of all I have to wash with water this dropper there, so that the variation should not be there. And now I will take the sodium sulfate solution, and white precipitates of barium sulfate will be formed there, that you will see. So the beautiful white precipitates are formed there, and these white precipitates are of compound barium sulfate, and after some time these white precipitates will settle at the bottom and you will get in the solution form sodium chloride. So that was the result of the first reaction there, that is production of water on decline, and action of heat on ferrous sulfate crystals. This is the result of second experiment, and that is related to the decomposition reaction. So third reaction is their displacement reaction, that is the C. You can now easily see the change in color. The color of copper sulfate is blue, whereas whenever the reaction is happening there, you can see the pale green color of iron sulfate, and copper is formed there, that you can see the copper color at the bottom as well. So this is the third experiment, and fourth experiment is related to the double displacement reaction. That is a double displacement because both are in the aqueous form and both are salts here, and white precipitates that are formed in the solid form. So this is related to the experiment number 3, chemical reaction, that is given in your lab manual, and you have to do and you have to observe the result of these, and inference can be there, that you have to get out the inference from these observations as well. Thank you so much all. Stay safe, stay at home, and be focused on your study as well. Thank you so much. So dear students, as already I have shown you the experiment of reaction of barium chloride solution with sodium sulfate solution. I have shown you that after mixing the white precipitates are formed, and after some time, because I have to show the correct observation there, these precipitates of barium sulfate, they settle at the bottom because these are in the solid mass. Then we can do the decantation and we can separate this barium sulfate crystals, and we can get the barium sulfate crystal. So this is the double displacement reaction, or it is also known as the precipitation reaction because precipitates are formed and settle at the bottom. Thank you so much.